Hello and welcome to my forge. Today there is not much of a conversion work to do, more a kind of add-on and changing. As you can see, these gentlemen here are archers of House Stark for Song of Ice and Fire. They're nice, but there are two problems. First, every pose has the same face, and second, they only have one arrow, so either they are great marksmen or forgot their quivers. As you can already see, I started with the heads. But at first, one model of every pose goes to the side, because they will be left as they are, at least concerning their heads. Maybe these guys are all from the same family, and that's the reason why they all look the same. Maybe their genealogy is a kind of a circle instead of a line, but we won't dig deeper into this. The heads are removed and exchanged for heads from Victrix and Games Workshop. The process itself is very simple. After the head is removed, the new head and the body are connected via brass wire. The removed heads are, as it saddens me to say, of no great use at the moment, but they take their way into the bits box anyway, because you'll never know. After the family resemblance is gone, it's time to do something against the ammunition shortage. For these, the miniatures get quivers to their belts. But before this, I remove the pouches and daggers. The new quivers are from the Printing Goes Ever On, and their size was increased by 10%. The reason for this is that Printing Goes Ever On designs the miniatures for the Middle-earth strategy game, and they are in 28mm. But equipment is universal, so who cares where the quivers come from. As for the heads, I'm also using brass wire to connect the bodies and the quivers. While I was drilling the holes, I asked myself who approved of this design. Archers armed with daggers? Okay, a little bit unusual, but it's possible. However, some kind of a larger weapon in case of a melee would have been better. But archers without quivers or arrow backs is saving at the wrong end or just laziness. Be it as it may, now they have their additional ammunition and can keep up firing during a whole battle, or at least for a longer time. In the end, I also decided to give the miniatures melee weapons. Daggers are alright, but what happens if the enemy breaks the line and the unit has to defend itself? However, I started my 3D printer and produced weapons, so that the archers can be equipped in a better way. This time I didn't use brass wire, because the blades and shafts of the weapons have enough surface to stick miniature and weapon together. Theoretically, the miniatures are completed now and the painting could start, but there's still a small detail. It looks like the weapons are attached to the figures in mid-air, so some kind of loop or little belt is needed to remedy this. This means it's time for green stuff. I place a small part around the shaft or blade and start sculpting. At first I made one thing wrong. I tried to sculpt the connection between the loop and the belt, which looked quite odd. By coincidence, I removed too much material while sculpting, which made it look far better. Then I remembered that the connection would be hidden behind the hilt or the weapon's head, so I had to resculpt the completed miniatures all over. This was also the last step in, let's call it, conversion of the Stark archers. They all have different heads now, and they also are well armed for shooting and, if need be, for hand-to-hand combat. And in the end now, here the completed archers, ready to defend the north or to fight in the War of the Five Kings. The video was a little shorter than usual for a conversion, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, then please feel free to like, share and subscribe, or leave a comment below. See you soon in my forge.